Anti-gravity field. To keep your new power, press tab. And select the area on the top. Okay. Anti-gravity field. Generate a localized field of intense low gravity and behold the planet's true power. What the fuck? Okay. Press Z. Okay. So that manipulates gravity. Got it. Got it. So now we go back to the ship. So this is basically what you do in Skyrim. Great. Many years of developing to do exactly what you did on other games. Dude, what the fuck happened to Bethesda when they're making Starfield? Dude, I gotta be honest with you.
You might want this.
It's kinda getting boring.
Here, this is for you.
For me?
I had
Thank
almost
you.
forgotten I picked it up for you. Anyway, I figured you might have a use for it.
What is it?
Not a problem. If I see anything on our next expedition to a planet, then I'll hang on to it for you.
What the fuck did he give me? Well, dude, I mean, okay, I think.
Hey, Captain, can I talk with you for a bit?
Another dialogue.
Crix's bones. Look at you.
If you don't mind, I'm gonna start doing some scans. Like, right now.
We were right about the anomaly, weren't we? Tip our ears on the tail.
It was, yeah, it gave me powers,
What
bro.
in the blackest sea are you going on about? What did it do to you?
Vladimir, look at these readings. Cardiovascular and neurological levels aren't in the normal range.
I think we're going to need a little demonstration. Mind putting the paces to it?
Okay.
Everyone saw that, right?
Like a literal gift from the heavens.
And also the most practical consequence of our little venture thus far.
Got no old shipwise for this one. Going to just call weird, weird.
It was the temple. It did this. I'm going to use this everywhere.
Well, I suppose we can't stop you. But I'm joining the Deny Everything to the Public Club for a while.
We need to get you a costume. Something subtle.
Dude, Andreja is
Old
like
racing
the
stripes.
worst in the game.
If my artifact leads to a power 2 someday, then we're gonna need a secret handshake.
Can we find more of them?
Already picked one up from the scans. Matches another one of the artifacts we found. In theory, there might be one temple for each. But sifting
Oh
through
my
all
God.
the signs to identify a match is tricky. Impossible if we don't have the right
Yes,
artifact
dude.
to compare. And even
Brownie,
then,
you
it
are
takes time.
completely correct. I mean, I think I'm done. I think I'm done.
Don't think it's just
I
Fortune's
honestly
luck that this
think
temple responded
I'm
to.
done with
The
Starfield for now.
artifacts, the visions, this power you've gotten, all seems to be the same song somehow. Plenty to think about. Anyway, catch a smile out there. I'll work on finding planet anomalies that match the other artifacts we have.
The story, dude. I mean, I think I'm over it. I'm done with it. I'm done with the game. I know there's been a lot of drama on this one Especially if you consider everything that's been coming out in the last like 2 to 3 weeks. Dude, this is horrible. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Look at what you're seeing on screen right now. What in the world is this? What's this? What's this grass, man? What are these trees? I don't want to say this is horrible, but it's close to terrible. And yeah, man, you're completely right. The story is kinda weird. It's not weird, it's bad. I mean, looking back at the hours I've been on this game, we started on like mining something, on a mining team. We basically have no real background to our character, so I'm not really invested in it. And in a game like this, I've always had this idea, this perspective that in an RPG like this, you should have kind of a backstory. Or you should be able to make like your character unique. It's like in Skyrim, for example, which is very close to this, or in Fallout. I mean, you can mold the character even though you don't have a backstory that's that elaborated. You can mold your character to be very unique, to be yours. On this one, it feels like I'm just going around getting a better equip load and stuff like that. I mean, it's not that good. And yes, if you compare it to other games out there, I mean, if you're playing Starfield in a bubble, like if you don't play anything like this game, if you never played No Man's Sky, if you didn't play Elite Dangerous, any other like sci-fi video game, Starfield might be very good for you. But I've been playing video games since I was like 7, maybe 5. I don't quite remember that. And I can be confident on my fucking opinion that this game is kind of trash right now. Don't get me wrong, there is potential here. You're speaking about Cyberpunk, El Brownie, and this game reminds me a bit of Cyberpunk. I was really into it, like the concept of the game when they first announced it, because I'm a huge Cyberpunk fan. I like all the Blade movies, everything that's around that theme, I'm in. So having a game like that was really one of my dreams. And I played it for 4 hours when it came out, and it was like horrible. So, yeah. But they made the game a lot better with time. No Man's Sky was the same. No Man's Sky, when it came out, I was so fucking fascinated about the game. I played it for quite a few hours. But it turned out to be very shallow after a while. There wasn't much to do, there were a lot of bugs. And they didn't deliver what they wanted. But with time, and with the help of the community, the game became amazing. I haven't played it in like a year, but I've been playing it on and off when they release a new patch, a new update, and the game just keeps getting a lot better. So I think Starfield is one of those games. It's very unfortunate. I think it's the first time Bethesda ever done this. I mean, they released the game that is definitely not complete. It's the feeling I have. It seems like, I mean, it's like I'm playing Fallout 4 with the skin on it. And they got some stuff from Skyrim, put it together, and that's it. I mean, it doesn't make a lot more sense than that. I mean, even the fucking clothes are similar to Fallout. I mean, look at this. The gameplay is very similar. We just got a power similar to what we have in Skyrim, dude. And they gave us a quest to go to another temple to get another power. And it's like the dragon skulls in that game. So, what the fuck, Bethesda? Hey, our game's been different and mostly iconic and fun. We've been in many good and shit games. Yes, indeed, bro. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people that are liking Starfield, they come from another kind of background in video games, or maybe they're very new to it. So yeah, I can see someone that's not very into sci-fi kind of liking this. I mean, the combat is okay. The flying is easy. The combat while flying is easy, but it's fucking shit. I mean, flying the spaceship is horrible. I haven't said this yet, but flying the fucking spaceship in this game is horrendous.
I picked up something you might be interested in.
You can go and buy X1, which is a spaceship video game, a very old spaceship video game, and you get better flying in that game than you have in this. I mean, what is this? What is this? Can you please explain this to me? It doesn't make sense, dude. I mean, if you think this flying is amazing, try and play Ace Combat. Yeah, because that's another thing. I'm a huge sucker for flying combat games and simulators as well. So I have a bit of an experience in it. And this is shit. We played a good flying game when it was good. Yes, that's true, bro. Yeah, dude, you're totally right. Yeah, dude. I mean, I can tell you, I can't tell you how many space video games I've played during the years, but I can tell you this. I like arcade and I like simulators. The first session I did on Starfield, I talked about Elite Dangerous and Three-Head Monkey, which is another, well, usual presence in my streams. By the way, shout outs to you, Three-Head. I miss you, haven't seen you in a while, so if you're watching on YouTube, please come and visit me when you can. He was saying, and he was correct, that this game is not trying to be Elite Dangerous. Yes, that's true. But the Starfield is trying to be a space game. And something that it's very badly done is the space part. I mean, we're not in 2005 anymore. Okay, you don't have to move seamlessly through the system. Okay, I get it. You can use jump from from one place to another. Correct. Okay, I understand that. But the way you do it, Bethesda, it's terrible. I mean, go watch EVE Online. They use a similar system, but dude, you don't see a loading screen ever. Only when you enter like a station. Because moving around, and I gotta tell you, the full map of EVE Online is like maybe 100 times more than you get in Starfield. And you don't see loading screens like you see in this. I don't want to rant too much about the game, but I mean, I gotta say my piece. For those of you watching on YouTube later, I mean, I'm sorry, but the series is kind of done. I think, at least for now. Like I said, I can see the game evolving. It has a lot of potential. I mean, if the modding community and Bethesda themselves really put soul into making this game better, I bet it can get to a very good place. But yeah, it's not there yet. And until it is, I think I'm done with it. I mean, you said it, and you said it very well, Brown. The story, yeah, nice cutscene, bro. Man, it's just a shame. I mean, the story in this game,
Captain, do you require my assistance?
Is really weird, like you said. I mean, you don't actually know what you're doing. For example, look at Earth. Okay? No one has spoken. I've been playing this game, I think, for around 6 hours. And in all that time, not one character talked about Earth. Okay, we're still pretty early in the game. But if you want to do Earth like this, and I am not an expert, but in my opinion, if you want to send us to Earth early in the game, like we already did, and we get here and things are like this, I mean, Bethesda, please have at least one character say that, well, you're gonna find Earth fucked because this and that happened. I mean, at least you get interested about what happened here. You will pay attention. I came here on the mission that got us here for the first time. I just got in, I did what we had to do and got out. I didn't even realize we were on Earth. Only after I realized that. That's bad, dude. I played Mass Effect a long time ago when it came out. And Mass Effect is one of my favorite games of all time. The first thing that happens after you create your character is you get a little bit of background. No, actually, before you create your character, you get like around 3 to 5 minutes cutscene where they explain through letters what happened to humanity, how they got to roam the stars, and what happened to the planet. In this game, I don't know what happened to humanity. I have no idea how they got to travel up there. You have no idea what technology they're using.
Hello.
I mean,
Yeah.
What happened? What kind of technology are they using on the ships? Do you know? Nope. What makes them travel so fast? Do you know? I haven't seen anything about that. Sure, Browning. Welcome back, bro. I'm just giving a rant here. I'm just trying to say my piece. Although it's a bit, it's getting a bit too long, I think. But I mean, I feel I owe to myself to say my piece here. I mean, I created a channel about video games, which is my all-time passion. I have a YouTube channel that I wanted to create for years. And I've always wanted to be a game reviewer. But I quit that dream a long time ago, and maybe this is a chance for me to have a little bit of what I think in the space. So yeah, I mean, oh, you played the second Mass Effect? Dude, you should play the three first ones. Andromeda is not that good. Andromeda is a bit like Starfield. It's kind of shallow. But the combat is good. The exploration is good as well. But yeah, man, I mean, if you go out there and you see what other choices you have in terms of space exploration games, space action games, there are a lot better choices, dude. This is a message. This is basically a message to those that are thinking of buying the game, and they see all the people talking about it. Well, my advice: wait. As some gamers did with Skyrim and Fallout, wait and see, my friends. I mean, the modding community in Bethesda games is fucking huge, and they tend to improve upon the vanilla game, the original one. And I think we're gonna see that a lot in Starfield. And Bethesda themselves usually improve some stuff over the time. And I think that's one of the main issues. Because you look at something like Baldur's Gate, which I'm playing right now, and maybe that's a big problem. That's one of the reasons I'm quitting this, is that I can compare both of them. And dude, Baldur's Gate is by far a better game than this one. And it's made by a smaller studio with less money. And that's saying something, dude. I mean, Bethesda was one of those studios that they built stuff they really believe in, they really thought was amazing, that gave a good experience to the players. And I think Starfield shows another side of it. This feels like a money grab. Something got wrong along the way. I think the first idea is good. Like I said, there is potential there. There is something that makes this game feel worth the effort. But the more I play, the more I realize it shouldn't be this hard. You shouldn't be forced to play hours and hours and hours into a game to find something that makes it worth I mean, there's a lot of people uh, drawing that argument that the game gets better after, like, I don't know, 60 hours or whatever. Dude, that doesn't make sense. Come on. It's like you're telling me, well, you should go through the game. It's kind of horrible, but the final cutscene, man, that's fucking amazing. No. No. The game is either good or it's bad, in my opinion. I mean, I don't like scores too much, so you either enjoy the game or you don't. If there's stuff that's not good, okay, but in overall, the game is either good or bad. And this one right now, it's fucking bad because it makes me want to rush through it. And like I said, I've been playing games since I was like 7. I don't have enough free time anymore to be playing a game that it doesn't make me have fun, or at least makes me want to spend time in it. So, dude, there's other games out there. I mean, Cyberpunk, we talked about that today. Cyberpunk is coming out in like a new expansion in a few days. So tell me, why would I spend time with a game that it's not doing anything for me right now? If I could be playing a game that makes me really have fun and enjoy a good story, makes me engaged. Because Cyberpunk was like that when it came out. I already said this today. And what I did is I stopped playing. Now it's good. Years after they released it, it's good. Now I'm gonna play it. And I think that's what people should do. I mean, if you don't enjoy it, guys, give it time. These are good companies. Oh, what the fuck? So things might get better with time. I think that's the end of the... I'm gonna end the rant for now. I might do a video on the game in a few days. I don't know. I'll think about it because there's been a lot of drama around it. There's a lot of people saying a lot of stuff about it. And I don't know if I have anything else to add to what I said today. I mean, I feel like the game isn't finished. It's a lot of games today are like this. If you pay full price and it feels like you're getting into early access, that's a very, very bad way to do business, in my opinion, in terms of games. You still kind of hate Cyberpunk? Dude, I mean, I didn't play the whole story when it came out. I only played like 3 to 4 hours of it, I think. It was not bad. Compared to Starfield, it's like a 10. 10 out of 10 story. But I think I'm a bit influenced by the anime. It gives a little bit of more life to the world of Cyberpunk. So I want to see how it is with the expansion and stuff. I'm eager to try it. And there's also... there's so many games right now that make me feel like I should not be wasting time with Starfield. There's Life of Pi. Came out just a few days ago. I want to play that game a lot. You have that game from Software. God damn it, I forgot the name. Jesus, the robots game. I want to play that game a lot as well. Really. Call of Duty will be coming out in a few weeks. That will be amazing to play. I haven't played a Call of Duty game in years. And then I'm also playing at the time Baldur's Gate and Days Gone, which I'm having a lot of fun with both of them. And I'd rather be finishing those series instead of being playing this one. Because it feels like I'm doing chores. I'm doing chores that are boring. I don't care about the story. Because, I mean, come on. I'm looking for some artifacts or whatever that give visions throughout the galaxy. Oh, and guess what? Guess what game did that as well? Mass Effect. Have you thought about that? I mean, Mass Effect 1, the story begins basically when you touch something and it gives you a vision. And the military, well, they want to find out what kind of vision is that, because it seems like you're looking at the destruction of something. Yeah. Here I see a vision about, well, now we know it's like a map of the galaxy or whatever, but the vision didn't say shit. And all of a sudden there's a lot of people that want to find the rest of the artifacts. Okay. But only I get powers, not the other guys. Yeah. Yeah, dude. I bet you didn't remember that. It's natural. I mean, I've played Mass Effects, the 3 Mass Effects, like countless times. I bought the Legendary Edition. I think it was last year when it came out. Had a blast with it, and I will make a series on it here in the channel as well. I hope I get to live to do that. But yeah, man, I mean, it feels like Starfield is just a game they put together to get some cash. At least how it is right now. And looking back at some things that Todd Howard said, I think it feels like Bethesda is hoping that people create a community on Starfield and improve the game by themselves, like with mods. And dude, that's just bad, dude. That's just bad. If a company like Bethesda gets corrupted like this, it's not good. Oh, you think Cyberpunk characters are easy to forget? Man, I hope not. But at least one thing we can say about that game, the mechanics of combat and stuff, they look a lot of fun. Because they're very similar to Deus Ex, which is a fucking crazy, amazing game that I really enjoy. So, oh, you're thinking about Starfield. Okay. Dude, I mean, you meet a character, 5 minutes later, you erased it from your memory. I mean, I still don't know the names of the other guys. I only know Vladimir because it's like a generic Russian name. So, yeah. Really, they really thought about that. I know Barrett because he was at the beginning of the game. And I know Andreja because she's the girl that's been haunting my dreams for the past few sessions. So, yeah, I mean, even the systems you go to, there's nothing memorable about it. There's nothing about the planets, the outposts. Dude, I've been in quite a few planets already, and I'm gonna tell you something. This is the first space video game where I didn't wander around when I first stopped in a planet. The first few like the first 20 times I played, let's call it that. The first 20 times I played No Man's Sky. Every time I reached a planet, dude, I wandered around through all the fucking places they had. The first time I played Elite Dangerous, every time I reached a system, dude, I would fly around everywhere. Here, I mean, there's nothing. What's the point? What's the point? Because I can feel there's nothing really worth it.
Beginning landing cycle.
And it's just not that interesting.
No native life.
And I gotta tell you, dude, it's very easy. It's very easy to grasp my attention in terms of video games like this. I mean, I've played Kerbal Space Program. I don't know if you know that game. Dude, that's a game that it's representing reality. It's a space simulator, and you control like a company like NASA, and you build rockets, real rockets with real physics. That fucking game, you need to study stuff. Okay? You need to study. You need to understand a little bit of physics and how rockets work, so that you can do anything in the game. So you'll probably, if you try to play that game, you'll probably spend like the first 4 to 5 hours just being able to get a rocket to get out of the planet. And you control these little green dudes. The game is fucking amazing. And I played that game a lot because, well, it was about space. It had an amazing system for you to play around with. The missions were pretty basic. I mean, the first mission you have is like send this satellite to the outer atmosphere, to the space. You spend like I said, 3 hours just doing that, because you have to understand that rockets can't just go up, they have to go in a diagonal way. I mean, it's fucking crazy. You have to actually understand how sending rockets to space work. Then after you do that, there's a fucking... Who the hell was that? And after you do that, the second mission, I'm not actually remembering what the second mission is, but the next step is you send a rocket and then make it go around the Earth. Okay, now you have to understand how scientists make rockets or satellites go around the Earth. That's another bitch and a half right there. You'll spend another like 2 to 3 hours trying to do it. And that's the game, dude. That's the game. So I play that game a lot. And I'm telling you all of this so that you can understand where I'm coming from. I mean, I'm a sucker for anything about space. But yeah, but this is not that good. It's not that good. Oh fuck. Yeah, you see? Let me guess, there's a loading screen right now. Dude, come on. Come on. There's loading screens after loading screens. Why? Why? The moment you enter No Man's Sky, there's not one single loading screen, not one. And you have like millions of planets, spaceships, caves, oceans to explore, and you don't have one loading. If you go and play The Witcher, you can go through all the game in one session if you are really good at the game and you have a lot of time, without one loading screen. You can enter basically all the houses, all the shops, and you have nothing. And here, just to enter a small fucking thing, you get a loading screen for some reason. Hello? Yeah, I got my bullets. God damn it. Yeah, and the combat, I mean, it's not terrible. But, like I've said quite a few times, it might get boring after a while because you're killing almost every time the same kind of enemies.
I've done this 1,000 times.
And even if they change your weapons a little bit,
Find anything worth selling or using?
it's pretty much the same thing over and over again. Yeah, you see? That's it. No special powers. Oh, let me see what the powers do. Okay. So this is what it does. I think there's a power like this in Skyrim, by the way. Yeah, let me just kill these guys. But yeah, I mean, I'm done. It's over. I don't feel like spending I don't know how many hours in this universe. Now I just go and look around. I mean, another thing that's horrible, the fucking minimap. Dude, Skyrim minimap is a lot better than this. It's difficult to understand where the fucking enemies are. Grendel. Yeah, you have two over there, but are they up or are they down? Looks like they're up. Yeah, they're probably here. And that is something that at least in the space portion of the game, it should be a lot better. Because in space, it's very... You should always understand where your enemies are. I mean, that's how you do combat in open spaces like that. Yeah, I'm probably dead. I don't care. It's over. Kill me now. What the fuck? They dead. Yeah, I mean, you know why it didn't get... why people didn't complain as much on Starfield as they did in Cyberpunk? Because Bethesda has a lot more money, man. And Bethesda is part of Microsoft now. If I was like a huge streamer right now, I would probably not be able to say what I'm saying. Yeah, it looks very basic. I mean, I've seen some comparisons of the physics. I mean, in this game, I mean, look at this. What the fuck is this? Try to do this in Cyberpunk, bro, when you're playing, and you'll see the difference. It's just like, it's so not Bethesda, dude. I remember the first trailer, the first gameplay trailer they showed on Oblivion, the Elder Scrolls. Dude, you could shoot a fucking I remember this as it is, I'm seeing it today for the first time. You could shoot a fucking basket that was hanging from somewhere. You could shoot it with an arrow, and the arrow will hit the basket, and the basket will tilt because of the weight of the arrow. And as you move it, as you took the arrow out of it, it will come to the correct position. That's called physics. Dude, today I shoot a fucking glass. God damn it. And nothing happens. What is this? Come on. It doesn't make sense, dude. It doesn't make fucking sense. They didn't. Okay, there's a lot more stuff on the room. But yeah, why? You don't need to clutter everything. Yeah, you see? You don't need to clutter everything to make it feel alive. I mean, you could have half the shit here and make everything that you had have physics. But yeah, you see? Nothing. There is nothing. Nothing moves, only small stuff. And they had pride in saying that you can move everything in the game.
To shuffle things around? Now is the best time.
Dude,
Talk with you later.
it's sad. It makes me sad. But it is what it is. I mean, I'm too old to get that pissed about a game. I mean, there's other stuff. It really makes me sad that games used to be like a place where you could find the evolution of art. I mean, that's my view on it. You could actually see that nothing was like video games in terms of artwork, expression, music. I mean, it culminated everything you had in all the other art forms in one place. And we had a lot of good years. But right now, man, the executive people are just taking care of everything. They're controlling everything, dude. Money is ruling the video game space like never before. And I feel we're about to see like something bad here. I feel like we're gonna have a period like we had in the 90s where there were so many games that were bad that people couldn't even keep up with what was coming out. They couldn't realize what was good and what was bad. That the industry will collapse. But sometimes that's what we need. What the fuck is this noise? Hello? Ew, it's like a fucking bug or something. Maybe it's my imagination. Yeah, you're always over encumbered as well. Which is fucking annoying. Can't do nothing. God damn it. But yeah, guys, I mean, I'm sorry. This has to end like this. But it is for the better, I think. It is for the better. Maybe in a year or two, I will come back to Starfield. I really hope, I genuinely hope that they can turn this around. Like I said, I see some potential in it. If they improve the combat, in terms of the space combat. They improved the graphics a little bit. The graphics are not that great, even though some people say they're amazing. And well, make the flying and the exploration more interesting, because that's what you want, man. You want exploration in a game like this. Who wouldn't want like a game where you could have the gameplay of Elite Dangerous in terms of flying, the combat of Call of Duty, and the exploration, dude, of No Man's Sky in one place, and the story of Skyrim, dude? That would be amazing. That is what I want in the game. But yeah, thanks everyone that showed up in the stream. El Brownie, really glad to have you, bro. You're always a very good company. I'm gonna end the stream for today because it's fucking late here. It's almost 3 a.m. and I have to go to the gym tomorrow morning at 8. God, it's gonna happen to me. But we're gonna see each other again for sure. I will stream tomorrow. I'm gonna try and do almost all the day of streaming since it's my day off, and I'm having like nothing to do basically on the day. So I might go for a session. Oh, what the fuck? Wait a second. I might go for a session of Baldur's Gate, and maybe I'll say which game I'll be playing instead of Starfield next. Thank you, Will Brownie. Hopefully you'll come back soon. I'm very sorry, but the series is over.